still alive. Huh? Say, fuck. Right? I'm going to do gravity, because people talk about gravity, right? and everybody's illustration is, if I take an apple and drop it, drops right to the ground. It sure does. It's gravity. Yeah, what if I'm in the bottom of a swimming pool and drop my apple? It doesn't go down to the bottom of the swimming pool. It goes up. That's not gravity. Well, that's different. It's gravity. That's gravity. Same forces are applied everywhere. The only difference is the atmospheric medium has changed. Whereas if you drop it in the air, which is water, it's just thinned out water, it displaces the medium and can fall. But you have a terminal velocity, don't you? Oh, what? That's the terminal velocity in the medium, not gravity. Right? Same thing with the helium balloon and the bus. Which is why you're always swatting helium balloons to the back of the car when you're going to a party, driving to a party. Because the oxygen or whatever displaces the helium, and the balloons come to the front of the vehicle. Swatting balloons all the time, right? Everybody's done it. Right? So when people start talking about this, they say electric universe. It's magnetic. The electrics is a part of whatever. I'm not going to go there. Within the magnetic, you can have electric, whatever. But in a magnetic, if people want to talk about magnetics, right, because that's all I think about is the magnetic universe, and one hydrogen atom, it's magnetic. It's very magnetic, isn't it? Oh. Right? When you break them magnetic bonds. Right? It's pretty magnetic. Right? So if I were a scientist and I wanted to understand the relativity of gravity of everything, because they keep putting G in there. Right? the relative nature of all things. You know, fuck, which always fucked up, right? Because they keep thinking that's energy. Energy is released when you break the bond, right? That's how much energy is in the magnetic bond. Oh, whatever. Right, so if I was a scientist, I wouldn't be looking for something. A hydrogen atom has this much magnetic attraction. One, it's going to be very minute, isn't it? It is. but two hydrogen atoms together combine something else, right? What's the next? There you go. And the third one, what? Nothing the next. Right? But they're all connected with magnetism, right? They are. Because you have like an atomic weight and atomic number. What you should be looking for is the magnetic number. How much attraction it has. That put you way past what you guys are not even... That's what I would look for. The magnetic Tesla of one hydrogen atom. What is it? Right? Because that one hydrogen atom makes the whole elemental chart, doesn't it? Right? Which is why these guys are trying to... The whole point is to jump to the island, if I can... Whatever. People know what I'm talking about. Right? They're using all these computations based on E equals mc squared, when you should be looking for M, whatever is magnetism or Tesla or whatever. Right? Because that's what your units are in magnetism, right? pretty crazy. That's why I said gravity is irrelevant. Gravity shouldn't even be a fucking word. Right? Because the experiment, they proved, yep, this is gravity, when supposedly, because I believe it, the astronaut went up there and they dropped a big ball and a feather and they dropped it at the same rate. Why? It's because there was no medium. Not because gravity is that. Because the medium, here, a ball and a feather, you can't get in the air. Same thing with the apple in a swimming pool. Right? Displacement. Now they say that there's atmosphere, some mini atmosphere on the moon, right? Which if I was to do an experiment now based on gravity with the feather, I would want to know if that feather actually slows when it gets down to where there's an actual atmosphere. If it's an atmosphere that will displace the feather, right? That'll fuck you right up, right? So I say people get pissed off at me when they talk about gravity, and I say if I drop one in an apple in a swimming pool, it doesn't fall to the bottom of the swimming pool. Why? It's the same water. It is too. Right? It really is. So in my opinion, you're not looking for something that's magnetism. It's magnetism. It's what holds everything together. We're all connected. If that's what you say. But like this we are, but otherwise we're not. So if I was to be a scientist, I'd be looking for the one if there's a unit, like E equals mc squared, one photon to the speed of light is this much energy. That's crazy. But then, if you want to take that equation, you got to turn it into magnetism. No, yeah. I think you do. Because it's the only force there is.